Hello, Bio 120 Lab students. Welcome. This is a tour of the Blackboard site so that you feel comfortable navigating through the Blackboard site and for our lab. And so I'm going to show it to you. Let's find it a minute. Okay, when you arrive on our site, this is our Bio 120 Section 902 Hybrid Lab. You're going to first see a wolf. That's us. And you'll also see the announcements that I've made. I typically will send you announcements at least weekly, and so you'll see information there. Okay. You'll also see a set of buttons on the left-hand side, the menu there. There are a number of things that you should note right away. First, a Begin Here button. That's where we want to start. And an Exercises button. That's going to have all of the documents and the assignments for our work in this lab. And then a Study Teams button. That just tells you which group you're in. There are two. What we've done for this class is divide the class into two groups, Group A and Group B. And you are in one of those two groups, I hope. If I click on the Study Teams, I see Group A and Group B. This may look a little different on your screen. I'm not actually enrolled in a group, but you should be enrolled in a group. And then you should be able to find your name on the group members if you're in Group A. You can also do things with your group. These are the people who are going to be attending lab with you. You can email them, or you can maybe collaborate with them virtually in this group setting. I want to see Group B a minute. You should some of you will be in Group B. Here's our Group B right now. Remember, if you're not in a group, email me as soon as you can. I will assign you a group. I will double check that you're all in a group as well. But because enrollment changes a little bit, if you've recently added the course, for example, you might not be assigned a group immediately, and you'll need one. All right, other things that you see on these buttons over here include the syllabus and lab safety documents. That sounds like a set of reference documents. You bet. Check my grades. That's where we're going to post the grades. My instructor document just has information about me. And an email button. You can email your whole class. You can email me from here. A discussion or forum blog. I'll click on that just for a minute. There are two discussion or forum blogs here. One of them is a question forum where you can ask any question you want about procedure or, the way the Blackboard is set up, or assignment questions, and I will answer them, or other students may answer them, etc. And then there's just a lounge. If you feel like just chatting, I don't care about what it is. Just be kind and respectful. You can chat there. All right, other buttons here that you might notice right away. The Collaborate button, Collaborate Ultra on the left, is a button that if you click on it, you might see that there's a session open. This is a way to virtually meet with our class. And so what I'm going to do is set up several virtual office hours for our class. I will post those, and I will be here on Collaborate Ultra. And so if you need to access me, then you can just pop into the room and access me that way, okay? So you'll have to go to join a session. I'll have opened a session for you. So let's get started with Begin Here. The Begin Here button has a few things in it. First, just some introductory videos. That's where you found this video that I'm making right now. It'll be posted here. You also see an introduction to me and to my dog, just for fun. Just an introduction to let you know who I am. What else is in this Begin Here button? A link to the syllabus and lab safety button. This is essentially the same as if I had clicked on my syllabus and lab safety purple button on the left here. So if I click on here, there are all sorts of documents here and information you need to go through first. This is your first step. Take your time, really understand the organization of the class so that you can do well. So two documents at the top. If you can kind of scroll down and see what's here. The two documents at the top are the lab schedule and instructor information. So this will give you your lab schedule. What are you going to do each week? If I click on that, You can see that the lab schedule, and it's actually the full syllabus, so it's 9 pages long. The lab schedule is listed right at the top. Here we are. We can see what's going to happen for Group A and for Group B. They're different. And we see the dates, the weeks right here, the months and the weeks. So our first week starts August 31, and Group A has an online, that's what ONL stands for, online exercise on the process of science. Group B is also doing exercise 1, this online process of science exercise. From there, things diverge, right? So on September 7, no one has lab because of Labor Day, but on September 14, Group A does an in-person, that's a face-to-face, in-person pipetting exercise 2, and Group B does exercise 4, an online diffusion and osmosis exercise. And so you can see exactly what you're doing that week. This room number and instruction information just gives you where you need to go if we have a face-to-face meeting. And let's go back to the syllabus and lab safety. There's an introduction video here from Pat Thorpe. He is the coordinator for the Bio 120 lab. And so he will introduce what we're doing in lab. And then there's this link here that has 6 or 7 documents that you'll need to work through that deal primarily with safety. So safety because of COVID, safety because you're in the lab, there's a PowerPoint to work through and read about, there's a video, and then there's finally a survey at the end. Do all of these things. Once you're done with all of these things, then you can start the actual class documents. So you're going to go to the exercises or documents button. You're going to make sure you're doing the correct exercise for the week. Shoot, I think I forgot to show you something under the syllabus and lab safety. I did. I forgot to show you this document here, the master schedule for assignment due dates. So when you're thinking about, what do I have due this week? This is the schedule you need to click on. This is a Google Doc, and it has Group A's due dates for each assignment, and below it, Group B. Okay? So you can see the exercise, the assignment, and the points associated with it, and the due date. So one of the things that you'll need to do is review the syllabus and lab safety this week, right? No points assigned, but complete it in the first week. Then move on for Group B to exercise 1. You're going to have a pre-lab quiz in exercise 1 and a worksheet assignment. These are the due dates for those pre-lab quizzes and the worksheets. I will typically, if you take a look, you'll see a lot of Monday and Friday assignment deadlines. Pre-lab quizzes will typically be due the week that we'll be doing that exercise on Monday at 9 a.m. before you come to lab officially. The worksheet assignments associated with each exercise will be due that same week on Friday at 11:59 p.m. Okay? But exercise 1 is not due on August 31. I'm giving you a week break. So exercise 1's pre-lab quiz is due on September 7th. That's actually Labor Day morning. And its worksheet assignment is due on September 11th, Friday night. So you have a little bit of grace for the first exercise. And if you're in Group B, you're going to move on to exercise 4 next. Going to the pre-lab quiz for exercise 4, which is due, you can see the date here, the September 14. And the exercise 4 worksheet assignment is due September 18. Then you move to exercise 2, etc. Okay. So when I want to get to one of these exercises, I click on my exercise button on Blackboard, and I'm ready to get started. Exercise 1, the process of science. What you're going to see when you get to exercise 1 or exercise 2 or whatever it is, is a series of documents, a series of pages in this case, and sometimes there'll be kind of an overview. Hey, this is what you're going to do. If I click here, this is a survey. Sometimes there'll be a survey. This is not a graded component of the class, but you'll need to do it to keep on going. Oh, sometimes there are videos you'll need to watch. Go ahead and watch this. This is all before you can even do the pre-lab quiz. Do all of this first. And then there's the actual exercise. Click on that, read it, and have it available when you're taking the pre-lab quiz. Okay, now you're ready to take exercise 1 pre-lab quiz. When I click on this, it's going to tell me how many points it is and when it's due, but you can also use your master schedule to determine when this pre-lab quiz is due. You're going to take the quiz, and then you're going to move on to the worksheet. There will be a worksheet for each, or a set of assignment for each lab. This is the worksheet document. I will post near the worksheet document, typically right after it, the actual assignment site. This is where you will submit your worksheet assignment for exercise 1. So what you're going to do is complete that assignment. Here's the deadline. Here's how many points it's worth. You can click on this. This is a Google Docs of that same assignment. Fill it in, save it as a Word document or a PDF, and then you're ready to upload it. Submit it here. In your assignment submission, hit submit, and you've just submitted your first worksheet assignment. Okay? And you're going to see, so what I would typically do when I get to a new exercise is I would kind of, let's see, okay, I don't care. I would get to kind of scroll through and see what all of the documents and the things are that I need to do for exercise 1 or for exercise 3 or whatever exercise I'm in, okay? This is the big one. And then move on. Once you've completed exercise 1, if you're group A, then you'll say, oh, my next exercise is exercise 2, pipetting. If you're group B, you'll move to exercise 4. Eventually, you will get all of the exercises. Okay, I think that's a pretty good tour of the Blackboard site. I hope you feel a little bit more confident now, and I will see you soon in lab.